3, 2. All right, we are live. Hello there to everyone out there. We'll wait for people to come in as the chat is going on, but welcome to another stream. I'll probably be maybe an hour, maybe two. We'll see where it goes. Be free flowing. And thank you to everyone in the chat coming in, whether it be hello there, Eric. Hello, nice to meet you. No problem, Lucas. It's same old, same old.
Yeah.
I'll say it before I'll say it again, and I'll even put that up. So that happens all the time. Guy got mad. I got mad at him because he was being mean to a subscriber of mine. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to defend the guy because the other guy was being nice. So, he can do it all he wants. But, hey, all I say is anytime you see someone from supposedly me or Mike or anybody else, just click on the name, follow it, and you'll see where it goes.
Yeah, because they've done fake accounts for me in the past, too. And it's pretty obvious that it's not me. I mean...
Exactly. So again, just saying hi to everyone out there. Hello there. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for the kind words.
Hello. And thank you, Matt, for having me. Definitely have the free time. I've been having a lot of days off this week from both jobs. It's just one of those weeks. Sometimes that happens when you work in retail. They just choose certain days or certain weeks where it's like, yeah, you're not going to get many hours. So here's all of his time off, which is fine. I've been watching a lot of stuff and watched all the Jurassic Park films again because I'm probably going to go check out Dominion sometime in the near future. And been really enjoying my surround sound setup. It's been pretty sweet. Got to be honest. I forgot how much fun Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is.
Yeah, no, I mean... Fallen Kingdom, I don't even know if I reviewed that. I remember not.
You did a long time ago.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I don't remember hating the film, and I liked Jurassic Park 3, where I always liked that one, but Jurassic World is still terrible.
Yeah, I watched that. I thought maybe my opinion might change a little, after all this time. No, that film still sucks. That film's still terrible. It's boring. It's got really bad pacing. The characters are awful for the most part. I mean, Chris Pratt, I don't mind his character, but he's not given a lot to do. Bryce Dallas Howard's character is just a stuck-up bitch for 98% of the movie, and then the rest of the percent is her trying to be some kind of motherly figure out of nowhere. The two kids, like the one kid who's enthusiastic about dinosaurs, like he was, I guess, serviceable. But the brother, man, what a dickbag. What an asshole. I hated that character. What are you going to do? Cry? Cry that your parents are getting divorced? That mom and dad are getting divorced? Grow up. And then he's also the guy that gets the kid in trouble, like, because he sets them off on this other path on the gyrosphere or whatever the fuck. And he almost got his brother killed.
Go figure.
He's spending most of the time like staring at these girls and paying more attention to them than his own brother.
Doing okay too, JC. Just doing the same old of YouTube. Either be dealing with people impersonating me, Mike dealing with a bunch of Prey already fanboys, even though the movie's
I got to be honest, folks. I was definitely not expecting the amount of hate that I got from my initial Prey rant video. It was the same kind of video that I've done a million times. Over the top, yes. But I was reacting with emotion because I'm sick of what they're doing to the Predator franchise. And I guess there were some things that maybe I didn't think through as clearly, but I didn't think it really deserved that amount of vitriol. I mean, you think I slapped their mom in the face with my dick, considering the amount of shit that I got from people for that.
Well, I mean, people were asking about. I have not seen the Monsters teaser. I haven't seen the
I
Black
saw it.
trailer. Or do you,
There's nothing to it. They
the
just try to
Monsters?
recreate the opening of the show in black and white, but with some lame pratfalls, and then it goes to color. That's it. There's really nothing to the teaser. There's not really much to say about the teaser.
And I didn't see it. So Mike thinks the Monsters teaser is really nothing to run home about.
No, not really. I mean, are you expecting the movie to be that much to run home about anyway, considering it's
No.
Rob Zombie's Monsters?
I mean, I know he's a huge fan, but that doesn't sadly mean much nowadays.
No. You get all these people in interviews saying, I'm a huge fan of insert property here. And then you see the movie and you're like, are you really a fan of this franchise? Because it doesn't really seem like it.
And I haven't seen the Black Adam trailer. Just Dwayne the Rod Johnson. I'm kind of tired of seeing.
I didn't know a new one dropped. I don't really care about it anyway, because I think I remember seeing the teaser and that didn't do anything for me. And I know it's going to be one of those things where he's not really going to be a bad guy, where he's going to be kind of a bad guy, but then he's going to do some heroic stuff. So they're going to try to make him an anti-hero, because he can't have The Rock be completely, totally evil like he was in Doom.
And I'll talk a bit about Prey. Yeah, Prey. Hey, Mark, I'm not sure what you mean. I did not get a request for Control, so I don't know what you mean. Unless there's something came in right now, but I didn't get any requests for it. So sorry, man. I don't know what
Did
you
he
mean.
maybe send it as a money request? Because I've gotten those before.
If he did, Mark, then I would have canceled it. So, but yeah, I did not get any requests for Control because I've never even heard of that by now. So, Mark, I'm not sure what you're talking about. So, if you want to elaborate, please feel free.
I did get a request for Two Graves in the Desert, so that'll be.
Oh, enjoy that
haven't
movie.
I haven't watched your review yet because I don't want
Spoil.
don't want to spoil things.
I won't
But
spoil
yeah,
it, but trust me, you're not going to have much to talk about.
I flipped through it and I'm like, wow, it just seems like it's Michael Madsen and this other guy in a car for an hour and a half.
Well, the other guy is William Baldwin.
Yeah.
From Backdraft.
Mm-hmm.
Long way from Backdraft.
Definitely. Well, I mean, that's just what happened with William Baldwin, sadly, after Backdraft. He was in some other stuff, but
Cindy
not a lot of...
Crawford's Fair Game.
Yeah, Fair Game. That's a gem. Said no one ever.
Oh, thank you, Preminator. The day was like any other day, but the best part was having Mike and Effrey on there at the same time. That was a good present. So all together is pretty good. Yes, Graveyard Shift is very underrated. I never understood the hate for that.
Matt, I think, is the one that introduced or got me to check it out. I think I watched it with you one day on Skype.
Maybe.
And I liked it. I do think it's a gem. It's definitely a lot better than the short story. Although I don't hate the short story, but the film is better. It's not like the Lawnmower Man short story, where the short story is absolute shit.
And it's just a bunch of rats and they all die, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, but I thought that was okay. Like, I didn't think it was like.
But I mean, in a short story, that's all there is.
Yeah.
What else is in the short story?
Well, I mean, I just like some of the atmosphere he was building and stuff like that.
I meant the story. I meant the story is there's rats and they all die.
Yeah, it's not really that detailed.
It's not a deep story. And I thought the movie had a blue collar sensibility of these down and dirty guys where you thought that environment was just so hellish, sweaty, dirty. Stephen Mott, bravo, what did you sausage? When's the last time you've been to a graveyard? Whatever accent he has.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that was.
You run the picker.
He's trying to be like New England or something, but like a space aliens idea of
I love it though. That thing has been playing since Christ was a kid.
Yeah.
I sincerely love it. I just love it.
But yeah, I mean, the Lawnmower Man short story, going back to that, that story sucks. It's about a guy who eats grass. He's like naked. He's naked and has grass pubes and he eats fucking grass. That's the Lawnmower Man.
Yeah, grass pubes.
Stephen King was high. That was when he was in his cocaine phase, probably.
Yeah. Maybe you should go Baron Cocaine. Everybody should go Baron Cocaine. Yeah, if you want to see Chucky with a Hello Kitty mask on.
Yeah, I saw that thumbnail and I was like, ooh.
Talking about how he's proud of his kid because he's gender fluid. You now like that? I'm not a monster, Jacob.
Now we're gonna get.
It's fine if he murders people, but if he doesn't like gender fluids, then he's a monster.
We get gender fluid. It doesn't like gender fluids. That's a whole different kind of fluid. I think he would be kind of a monster if he wasn't into gender fluids, but you know, it is what it is.
Lucas is asking what your favorite drink is. Like
mine's me?
Yellow. Yeah.
I mean, Mellow Yellow is definitely up there. I also like sweet tea.
Yeah, I thought it was sweet tea. I remember you drinking that a lot.
I do like that, but I'm also a big fan of Mellow Yellow. I also like Mountain Dew. I do the Dew. But yeah, Mellow Yellow, sweet tea, water if I'm really dehydrated.
And yeah, Jonathan Lindsay, great guy. Thank you so much, man. I will do the letter and the video when it comes. I really appreciate it. And Mike sending stuff.
Yep.
Very nice guy.
Forward to checking that out in 4K.
And he's going to be 40 next week. Congrats, man.
Yep. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday, Jonathan.
Someone's asked you Stranger Things. How many have you seen of Stranger Things?
Here's the thing. I really like season 1, but I'm one of those people that still hasn't seen season 2 all the way through, has not seen season 3. So I need to, you know, get back to watching season 2 again and check out 3 and 4. Because I really liked season 1. I loved it, actually.
Oh, I know. I mean, I've seen the first episode. It was a request, and I won't spoil it for anybody, but it was crap.
I've heard about it. I saw Robot Head's great review of episode 1, which I highly recommend people checking out. And what I saw in that was just so distressing. Once again, Disney is just screwing up Star Wars, fucking up the lore, fucking around with things, and deconstructing beloved characters.
Well, yeah, I mean...
now Obi-Wan's a loser who's turned his back on the Jedi.
You can make it maybe work because of what he went through in the last Revenge of Sith, but this poor writing is what
makes bad timing. We already went through that shit with Luke.
Yeah, that's true too. So it just feels repetitive. And you know how little they think of their audience. I'll just say this as a spoil. The first 4 minutes is a recap of the prequels.
Yeah, it is.
As if you don't remember. Just, you know, someone who watches Obi-Wan.
Oh, but remember, did you hear about the controversy about the first 4 minutes? How it triggered a bunch of people on Twitter who were offended and cried.
Why?
Because it reminded them of the school shooting. Did you hear about all that shit?
What shooting?
Yeah, there was a school shooting in Texas.
Yeah, how did that? How
I know.
Where's the connection?
There isn't one, but people were so upset and triggered that there were people who said they ran out of the room,
Is there
broke down in
Texas?
tears.
Is Texas in fucking Star Wars? I didn't know
No,
that.
no.
Where's Texas in the prequels?
It just
I mean,
reminded them of
those.
what happened
That's a
because the
weird version of
younglings.
Texas. I've been living in Texas for a
Yeah,
while. That's a weird version of Texas in the prequels. I don't remember any Texas in prequels. Maybe
I
that's a
know,
weird Texas.
I
I mean,
know.
maybe it's. Hey, I've never been to Austin. Maybe that's Austin, Texas. I don't know. Maybe that's what this. Maybe if I go to Austin, Texas, it'll be the fucking prequel Star Wars. I didn't know they had lightsabers. Did they have lightsabers in Texas?
No,
I
there's no
that's man.
stormtroopers there
I've been fucking
either.
missing out on that shit. I've been missing
I
out.
know.
Holy shit, balls of fire.
But yeah, they were triggered because it was younglings, the younglings who got killed in the first 4 minutes. So it reminded them, it gave them
Oh
flashbacks.
my fucking
Some people
god.
were even talking about like PTSD, and I'm like, these people weren't even there. We've got people on Twitter crying and getting emotionally distressed over a
Are you
Star Wars
fucking
show.
kidding me?
No, it's real. This is reality. And it caused Disney to actually put a
I'm
trigger
getting
warning
pissed.
before
I'm
the
pissed.
before the episode. It caused them to create a trigger warning for these people.
So somehow they thought Star Wars prequels dealt with fucking Texas shootings. How does it make any fucking sense?
It doesn't.
I didn't know there was a lightsaber. Unless I didn't know they killed the kids with lightsabers in Texas. If so, I gotta go find a store to find a lightsaber because I didn't know they fucking existed.
I'm telling you, it's nuts. People getting triggered over stuff like and all the people that were upset, they weren't there. That's what makes it even more upsetting. It's like you weren't even fucking there. You seen the newscast isn't the same fucking thing as actually being in the school, like the teachers or students that were actually fucking there. I know, it's mind-boggling. To me, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, you don't need trigger warnings. What you need is a fucking therapist.
Well, I'm getting triggered already. I'm getting triggered by this fucking bullshit that I'm fucking hearing right now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, then fine. We should cancel every fucking news program ever fucking made. Just hell, they're more damaging than fucking. Jesus Christ.
I know.
Fucking snowflake pussies, man.
I know.
This is fucking ridiculous.
I just can't even imagine like crying in distress. Can you just imagine that shit? Seeing like the first 4 minutes and then just being like crying like crazy.
I can understand crying after you see the episode. How shitty it is. If you're crying with that,
yeah,
or you're crying over baseball.
Mm-hmm.
As Tom Hanks would say.
No crying in baseball.
But there's
no crying in Star Wars.
This is such fucking horse shit. Jesus H. Christ on a pedestal of shit, man.
I just can't think of Obi-Wan without thinking about that. Also, about the tweets. Did you hear about that? The tweets from Star Wars, from Disney's Star Wars official account? Because the actress who played Reka, the African-American Jedi hunter, she got some fringe people from the Star Wars fan base attacking her on the internet, acting like assholes. And so Disney and the official Star Wars account on Twitter, they made a statement and labeled all Star Wars fans and basically said, don't be racist.
Okay, real quickly, Mark, I just saw it. Here's the thing. When you send it, you have to let me know what it's for. Because if you send it, it's blank, then I can't know about it. So thanks for letting me know. I'll write that down, Mark. But again, for future reference, you have to let me know what it is. But thanks for that, Mark. I have it written down now. Thank you. But yeah, now I have it written down.
Yeah, this is basically what they said. There are more than 20 million sentient species in the Star Wars galaxy. Don't choose to be a racist. Because the actress who plays Reika is African American. They made this post saying they're proud to welcome the actress Moses Ingram to the Star Wars family, and they're excited to see Reva's story unfold. If anyone intends to make her feel in any way unwelcome, we only have one thing to say: we resist. So they made this a whole big deal. Then there's a bunch of these articles talking about toxic fandom. So we're getting that shit again. Remember what happened in The Last Jedi when Rose, her character, the actress who played Rose, got attacked by a bunch of fringe Star Wars fans, or what happened with the Ghostbusters 2016.
I thought she was mainly talking about the critics who said stuff, not even fans.
Yeah, there were some fans that went after her though. And
yeah, but it was like more critics.
I think it caused her to like delete her social media or something. Remember correctly?
But she even said it was more critics that were doing it.
But people are still, it's still one of those things where it's still, yet again, the typical toxic fandom argument from these studios. And they're just trying to make any criticism for Obi-Wan into just another extension of toxic fans, which I think is just such a stupid thing to do. You're basically just telling your core audience that they're problematic and they are toxic. I just
okay, then how come they're so racist to white people? You want to talk about don't be racist to white people? How about that, Disney? How about them apples? I'm sorry.
And from what I've seen from this show, it just looks bad. Even McGregor looks bored.
It is bad. I've seen the first episode. It was
you
bad.
You can tell he's only doing it for a paycheck. There are interviews that have surfaced that he did around like 2016 where he's talking about Star Wars and he's all like, I don't really have a desire to do another one. I'm not really that big of a fan of Star Wars. It was something I did. And then he hasn't had a lot of stuff going on. Birds of Prey didn't do that well. And a lot of the stuff he did afterwards hasn't done that well. So he's hurting, needs some money. Disney comes calling, gives him a check. Oh, I love Star Wars.
Yeah, if you pay me enough. Like your Ernie Hudson says in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
If the check... he doesn't say if the check clears, but...
If there's a steady paycheck in it, I'll do anything you say.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then the stuff with Reva... Like I think it's wrong to attack somebody based on their race.
I agree with that.
If people are saying that she's delivering a shitty performance, I don't think that's wrong at all. I saw the clips too.
I've seen the first episode. She's not shitty because she's black. She's shitty because she sucks as an actress.
Yeah. I saw the scene. I saw the clip of her yelling and trying to be intimidating. It made me laugh my ass off.
She was like this far away from fucking Leslie Jones from Ghostbusters 2016.
Yeah.
May the power Reva compel you. I can't even talk. And yeah, I've seen it. It's instead of Yoda, Mandalorian, it's baby Yoda. It's fucking baby Leia, little kid Leia being kidnapped.
And I saw the clip of that chase with the people trying to kidnap Leia.
On purpose. Literally, I saw it. I'm like,
they can't use their arms either, man. They're like running at her like this, and like they can't. They never use their arms.
Okay, here's something. I'm seeing it. Oh shit! I guess I didn't see it. It's stupid. Yeah. And it doesn't even make sense with continuity. Like, I remember in Star Wars, forgive me if I'm wrong, because I didn't watch it 100 times, like some people have. Didn't Leia say, "You served with my father"?
Yeah.
Does that sound like someone like, "Hey, you saved me from bad guys when I was a kid"?
No.
It's like, hey, you served with my father. Like that's all she knew of him. Now it's like, oh yeah, no, he's actually saved your sorry ass.
But at the same time, it also screws things up too, because you have this whole stuff involving these Jedi hunters who come to Tatooine, but Tatooine is supposed to be this place where the Empire won't look. They won't go there because they'll never even think that a Jedi is going to be there. But there's a Jedi there already, and that's not even including Luke.
Or Kenobi.
Or Kenobi. And then speaking of Kenobi, like, why the hell would he be like, oh yeah, my mission was to protect Luke Skywalker, but I'm just going to leave Luke alone on this planet where there already have been Jedi hunters who I think caused a Jedi to kill himself or killed the Jedi or some shit.
They killed him and then they hang him in the square.
Yeah,
So
they hung him in the fucking square. I'm going to leave Luke there with Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru.
He was a shitty Jedi. Did I take these three out? Dumb, Dumber, and Dumbest? He's really shitty. He sucks at his job. He must have gotten his job at the bottom of a Kellogg Frosted Flakes box. Or Cracker Barrel or Cracker Jacks or where the hell she got it.
Yeah. So yeah, why did Obi-Wan just I'm just gonna leave Luke there. I'm gonna go try to save Leia.
Well, apparently I don't know if he has his powers now in episode 1 or he's got to regain them. Because like a lot of times you do that trick with these are not the things you're looking for. No one does that shit anymore.
Yeah, apparently. But I don't remember seeing a clip or seeing anything that he did that. So
they lost the technology.
It's just like, why the fuck would you bury your lightsaber in the middle of a fucking desert?
I don't know, the same place in the black hole they found Luke's lightsaber and fucking after Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Fell in Cloud City and somehow this little lizard, not lizard, but that what was that alien lady thing?
Yeah. The flying who stole like the Rocketeer's jetpack, yeah.
She wanted to bang Chewbacca, where the hell her deal was, and she had Luke Scott. What'd she do? Call the teleported or call that fucking gun from Portal?
She called this lightsaber retrieval service. Just called up this service that just comes in and retrieves lost lightsabers.
She called the writer and gave him some money and said, "Hey, give me this, or I'm not in this movie." Alien rights. There.
Yeah, it looks bad from what I've seen.
The first episode was bad.
And Boba Fett looks bad too.
I didn't see it. I don't care about the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger bikes or what the hell there was. Speeders. What the hell were they?
They were like scooters.
Scooters, whatever. Jazzercise, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. You know what? If Jar Jar Binks was made out to be like the mastermind of evil, it'd be the best plot twist ever. If like he controlled everything, that's why the Emperor doesn't matter if he died, because Jar Jar's the actual Emperor the whole fucking time. I would laugh my ass.
The reveal would be like the higher power reveal.
It'd be the ending. It'd be the ending. The Usual Suspects.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have the accent anymore. He talks just regular now. He's walking now more straight, and he's like Jar Jar Binks like starts talking just like on my best in real life, and he's not goofy anymore. And he stole Wesley Snipes' sunglasses. He puts it on, and he just it was a whole. He's Kaiser Soze. Jar Jar Binks is Kaiser Soze. I would laugh my ass off. Funny enough, someone told me that if Ugly Sonic wasn't a thing in that Rescue Rangers, it would have been Jar Jar Binks.
Oh,
but then they saw the Ugly Sonic used him, but it would have been Jar Jar Binks, which is interesting.
It's me, Jar Jar.
It was me all along, Austin. It was me. Just give Vince McMahon the voice. That's his true voice. Is Vince McMahon. It's not.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
It was me, Kenobi. It was me all along. You're going to welcome to the Kiss My Ass Club, Kenobi. Kiss my Gungan ass.
Then he'd just be to Darth Vader. You're fired.
But so yeah, that's I'll go ahead. I'll be uploading the Obi-Wan Kenobi review sometime in the coming week, but go ahead.
You were going to talk about Prey?
Oh yeah, pray for the franchise to end. I did see that trailer, and it was dog shit.
Why do you think people are almost unanimously praising this fucking thing?
Don't they praise every trailer that comes out for a sequel? Didn't people praise Genesis and Dark Fate and Predator?
Yeah.
Remember everyone praised with the Predator? Didn't
I
they?
mean, I remember people, definitely praised the hell out of Halloween 2018, and we were like one of the only people on the internet that were like, I'm not impressed.
I saw the trailer and I'm watching. I'm going, okay. It looks direct to video.
Mm-hmm.
It still looks direct to video. No wonder it's going to Hulu.
But it should be released theatrically, Matt. It's got stunning visuals.
Apparently Disney don't think so. Otherwise, they would put it in theaters. Why are they not putting it in theaters? They obviously don't think that high of it.
Oh yeah, I know.
If they think that high of it, why didn't they put it in theaters? And then I don't see anything. If it's as impressive as the look in the Predator and Predators, and I would say even those have a bit more budget to them than this.
Yeah.
And the lady, you're granted, I don't know how she'll be. I wish she would be good, but based on past experience, no. The lead in The Predator sucked as well. Adrian Brody, I didn't care about him or his Popeye muscles. I'm just based on the last couple Predator films.
Yeah.
I don't. I would love
the
her. The
trailer doesn't show her providing any reason to buy into her skills either. She makes a yo-yo axe.
Yeah,
and attacks an inanimate object in a fucking tree and screams in the woods.
Well, people say, well, the first Predator trailer didn't reveal much back in the day, and
that's different. That's back in the fucking day. That's in 1987. We are now in the year 2022.
I just, I see a trailer. I see, he killed a bear and bad looking CGI, and it looks like crap. And no matter how people want to word it, if they want to go, well, the Predator was hungry. I think it's a lot easier food to get than a goddamn bear.
I don't remember the Predator eating animals.
The slaughterhouse in Predator 2.
Oh yeah, the slaughterhouse in Predator 2. Thanks for reminding me.
But wouldn't you think there'd be, I don't know, easier things to eat, like raccoons? I don't know where.
Yeah.
But also, it looks like shit. The fucking CGI bear looks like shit. It looks stupid. It looks ridiculous. It looks like a fucking fan film. And then I'm watching, and when they clearly put out, the girl's going to face gender norms. They put it out, not me. Not me. They did. In their press,
I know.
They said it.
They've said it in publications. It's in the synopsis for the teaser trailer, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we're not making it up. And then you see
said it.
Yeah, and then you see lines of dialogue where, why do you want to hunt? Well, because you all believe I can't. Like, how else am I supposed to interpret that? That's preachy as fuck. That's clearly trying to push a message.
I saw enough of that shit in this film, which will be coming soon. Interceptor, more like Under Siege 3 woke territory. Have you seen the trailer? But do you?
I saw the trailer for it, and it looked like a piece of shit because the actress can't act. And
she's the girl. Why, you know who she is, right?
She's Chris Hemsworth's
wife. She's also the girl in Fast 5 who worked with Dwayne Johnson, the Brazilian lady.
Okay, I completely fucking forgot
and
her.
She got pregnant and died in Fast 8 or whatever.
Okay, I completely fucking forgot her and her place in that franchise.
for those, okay, I will be reviewing Interceptor as a paid request, but okay, this movie is a fucking movie where this is a line of dialogue. If you're going to kill me, just kill me. No mansplaining. This is a movie that her only character arc is that she was in the military and a guy grabbed her ass and then she's left. She got hate mail. She was called a whore on a wall and immediately went to trying to kill herself. And her dad saved her. And every piece of dialogue is the bad guy who's a southern guy who wants America to be great again. And it's like 2 sets on this rig. And this girl can't have for shit. People made fun of John Van Damme. Van Damme is Morgan Freeman compared to fucking this.
Yeah.
And every piece of dialogue, like this is dialogue. I'm going to read you this, Mike, because I had to write this down. Open these doors. Take back your power.
I think, wasn't that in the trailer? I thought that was just about take back, the actual power from the
your
facility.
Women power. The power they took from you for being a woman.
Christ.
And a guy here, I'm going to do to you what every enlisted grunt secretly wants to do with every female officer. That's the line of dialogue.
Is this a comedy? Is this intended to be a comedy?
It seems like it, but if it is, it's too stupid to realize it.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like a parody. That's what it sounds like.
It does seem like a parody, but I don't think they're smart enough to do that. It's the same generic action, even lower than like Skyscraper.
Wow.
Even lower. Because it's like
that's saying something.
It's 2 sets. This set in a control room, a door blocking, they cut down, another set, maybe some stuff outside.
Is it even more generic action than the other Skyscraper? Anna Nicole Smith?
There's 1 or 2 all right fights, but you can watch a fucking throw a rock, you'll hit a martial arts movie that you find better.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, what the fuck was it? Interceptor. Under Siege 3.
It sounds like it's going to make the other Interceptor movie with Jürgen Prochnow, who I think is trying to steal a stealth fighter that pretty much everyone has forgotten about except for me. Look like a masterpiece in comparison.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, getting back to Prey, I mean, what takes place in 1719?
Yeah, it's a Native American, like the Comanche tribe, I think. Or
I would not be surprised if they have that fucking pistol from Predator 2, because that was 1715.
Yeah.
Was the Predator going to join the white, the Native American to fight the white settlers, or she's going to kill the Predator and she's now the new chief, or maybe it's a female Predator and it had asshole male Predator of injustice, and then we can, I don't know, talk shop or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Here's the thing. I could be wrong. We could be wrong on this movie. I highly fucking doubt it, considering the track record of this franchise. And when it comes to movies that have these kind of narratives and this kind of approach, it is undoubtedly going to be a woke film. They've said it in the advertisements. There is no way, shape, or form, or possibility, and I know I sound like I'm just making up words at this point, but it's just one of those things.
I swear it's like them purposely making every other film this way so that when you keep saying it, people go, oh, you're just saying it for every movie. But they do it for so many that then when you keep saying it, then they go, well, see, you say it for all of this stuff, so that means you must be this and an ist and an
you're sexist, you hate women. Like, I got that just for, and I admit I went in a little too hard on the trailer.
I don't think so. I think it was dog shit. I liked your video.
I appreciate it. But
I understand you wanted to redo it, but I liked the video. I think the trailer's dog shit.
It does. It sucks. It's not really that impressive to me. And I do like strong female characters. Fucking Laurie Strode is on my hat.
Hell, I mean, I'll show you one right over here.
I mean, I'm representing Laurie Strode. Yes, Halle Berry Kidnap.
Where the hell were all these people when that film came out? Women, 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 women. Where the fuck were all of those Jamote motherfuckers?
Or
Where
Everly.
Yeah, Everly was Selma Hayek or this one. Where the fuck were they when this film came out? And guess what? This isn't woke. It's just to me, a good underrated thriller. I will say I recommend seeing the longer version. If you can find the longer version, at one point it was on YouTube for free. That's how little they care about it. But this version was in Canada. That's why the disc has a little bit of a French thing on here. The US is more of a cut version. But if you can find with this Kidnap A thing, it's a Canadian Blu-ray, or again, it might still be free on YouTube because again, they don't give a shit. Highly recommend Kidnap.
Or this movie.
Revenge. I like that movie. I like Revenge.
There really aren't any preachy messages shoved down your throat in that movie.
I mean, it's a guy, but John Cho. Where the fuck were all the people here? Me and you praise that film. I praise that film.
Yeah.
Same with Kidnap. Oh, but they don't.
It actually did. Searching got good reviews, and it made some profit, but it didn't do amazing.
Yeah, I watched Searching again. In fact, weirdly enough, I just watched this again the other day as I was editing some stuff. There you go. This has been one of my personal favorite recent films. I watched it again. It still holds up. Still loves. I highly recommend anyone to see this film. You want to know why? It doesn't care about politics. It doesn't care about any of that BS. It just cares about telling a story. A good mystery story. And John Cho was fantastic as an actor.
And the characters are written in ways where they are engaging and likable, and they're not there to prop up some kind of pedestal relating to politics or gender identity or whatever.
God fucking forbid. By the way, thank you, Jerpin. Cheers, guys, to bring justice to this BS. I always appreciate your guys' honesty on everything.
Thank you.
It's people like you and the kind words that help a lot.
Yes.
We're not crazy. We're not alone. There are other people out there. No matter what, public can like whatever they want. That's fine. I can't take that away from them. But we can think whatever we want to.
And that's what's crazy. Like, when you see reactions that are just so nuclear to you just not liking something that they like, it's crazy to me, because it's like, well, I don't have a problem if you like it, but like for some reason, if I don't like it, it's some kind of nuclear bomb level of bullshit, and it's just insane to me that people are just taking things way too personally as of late. I think it's a serious issue when it comes to internet discourse, or when it comes to how people are able to handle things.
Again, where was all these people that stand on this fucking pedestal for Prey or for fucking even some that were doing for Girls Wars 2016, the critics? Where the fuck were they for these movies that, in my opinion, I can only speak for myself, are better, underrated? I mean, critics did like this, but it did nothing. I'm sorry. This deserved what fucking Black Panther got in Oscars. Black Panther's not an Oscar picture movie.
No.
I know he's only nominated.
This is definitely not one of the best science fiction films of all time.
No. Okay, for people in the chat who have seen Searching Black Panther, you tell me, would you rather watch this again, or would you rather watch Black Panther again? And it's just a, Kidnap. Halle Berry, where was all the... No, they didn't do shit. Never heard of Kidnap. This is a pretty good flick. It's just a story about a girl whose son is taken, and she does everything she can to get that kid back. No politics. When it starts, it keeps going. I recommend seeing the longer cut. It's probably on YouTube because they don't give a shit. The cut version is an hour and 22 minutes. So if you can find it, if you can, it's one that's longer than it's like an hour and 30 some minutes, not the hour and 22 minutes. But that shows how little they gave a shit about it. Because in the US,
Yeah.
But anyway,
And going back to Prey, all it takes to not be
Prey.
preachy with this trailer and with this film is just one simple change to a line of dialogue.
Overlord was great as well. I liked Overlord.
Instead of her saying, "You all believe I can't," in response to people asking why she wants to be a hunter, just have her say, "I believe I can." Then it becomes a personal thing. Then other women who watch the movie can be like, "Oh, you go." Or even other people that aren't even female or even identify as female could be like, "Yeah, go and do it." And then you have her actions speak louder than words, because that's what makes characters like Laurie Strode and Sidney Prescott, Ellen Ripley and Sarah Connor and all these other iconic female, strong, badass characters so strong in the first place. They don't talk about how they're going to break the patriarchy or how they're, you all think I can't. They just fucking do it.
What's wrong with also, do people forget in all those movies people worked as a team? Aliens, people worked as a team. Predator, it was Arnold and the team.
Even in Aliens, you've got another strong female character in Vasquez.
But they were working as a team for a common goal.
Yes.
Here they care more about gender norms.
Putting somebody on a pedestal. That's what it seems like with these kind of scripts. They want to put someone on a pedestal, and the pedestal is artificial in the first place, and it just seems like it's just made up solely out of buzzwords and woke politics, and it as a result, it doesn't really seem like it's very solid.
The thing is, what's that quote about insanity?
If you keep doing the same thing over and over again,
but you keep hoping for a different result.
Yeah.
I mean,
how many of insanity?
How many Predator and Alien vs. Predator movies have there been that were terrible? People in the chat, what number? How many?
A lot.
Predator and Alien AVP movies were bad.
I mean, you and I thought that the Predator was the Predator killer. We even called it the Predator killer. It killed the franchise.
Dude, I'm mad at us for saying it before it came out.
Yeah, apparently not, though, because we're having a prequel.
Well, of course.
And people are still, like, jizzing themselves over it for some reason. The Predator fan base. It's like, I get that you're a fan of it and you have hope for it and you like the trailer, but
if people like it, I don't have to agree with them.
No, I don't either. Job. No.
Ain't my job. It's not in the description of the job that I have to agree.
No.
That's how discussions come about.
But what I don't get is that they are just so willing to overlook this just absolutely shitty track record when it comes to this franchise. I just can't do it after how bad the Predator was. I just can't.
Sorry, I'm just replying to a message. A nice message, but
I'm not going to do it anymore either, because I did that with Ghostbusters Afterlife, and that was mediocre as fuck.
People love that. I mean, maybe people just, hey, if people just don't care and they're entertained, hey, I'm not going to take that away from them. No. We're never going to take that away from them. I don't see how anyone would think it would be taken away from them. We're only here giving our honest opinion. That's all we can do. And the thing of it is, I think for a lot of people, they just
the fact that it's another entry in the franchise that they like, that's it. That's enough for them. That it's another one. That's what it seems like.
What?
It's like brand. It's they're following a brand. That's a good way to put it. People have used that for some sections of the Star Wars fan base. I think it applies to a lot of other
Maybe
fan
because
bases.
we're in a weird. I don't even know. I want to say minority where we enjoy that old stuff, right? You have a Halloween hat on. I have an Aliens poster.
Yeah.
But we also want new. And people say, "Well, this is new. You haven't seen a Native American version of Predator." But I'm just saying, I want new franchise to be created. If they fail, they fail. But I want new ones to be created. That's why these films I enjoy because it was something different in a way that's not just another fucking franchise thing.
But even Prey, it's a Native American versus Predator, but it seems like if it's just going to be a group of people going up against a Predator in the woods, it seems rather similar to other Predator films still. It doesn't seem like it's that unique or that different. The difference is the setting and the time period and some of the characters.
I don't know, man. I'd probably be sick. I kind of want to enjoy the milio.
I can't do it, man.
I don't know. I mean, it depends. Unless there's a shitload, but I don't know. I'm not good with chugging stuff. I've never been a chugger. Amber Heard's a chugger of dog shit.
And she's a broke chugger.
She can eat a lot of chubs. In any way you want to take that comment. Fuck Amber Heard. She's the real prey and predator. Prey on your...
And I'm also from the perspective of someone that has read the Dark Horse Predator comics and the novels and is just tired of studios not...
That's a good point.
...using them.
That's a good point.
For new entries in the franchise.
That's a comment. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. We already had it. It's called Cowboys vs. Aliens. But yeah, I highly recommend anyone in the chat who hasn't read or hasn't heard of the Dark Horse comics, check them out sometime. They're some good reads. Not every story is amazing. Some are better than others, but a lot of it's a lot better than shit that you've seen in The Predator or Predators.
Okay, Jerpin. I don't know what price it would be. I don't even know. I'm not good at that. I would say something stupid, over the top, like a joke. I'd be like, $100. I don't know what to say. I've never been good at that. So, but yeah, enjoy your drink, man. Nothing wrong with that. But Prey, people love it good for fucking you.
Yeah.
People thought Matrix 4 would be fucking good too. And I did that trail reaction. And hey, I got shit for that too. I'm like, whatever the fuck. I left it up. And guess what? No one remembers Matrix Resurrections because it was dog shit. It came and it went like a fart in the wind. Does any of you remember Matrix Resurrections? Exactly.
A lot of the same people who probably gave you shit saw the film and thought it was shit. And I could see the same thing happening with Prey if it turns out to be bad. The same people who gave me all kinds of fucking shit.
All right.
What are we doing this? I guess we've got to split it or something. I don't know. All right, fine.
2, 3.
Can't do it. Down the road too. Sorry. Down the wrong tube. Can't fucking do it. Shit.
Fucking ABC delicious. And that was a little extra for you, Jerpin. That was a little bit extra for you. Although you think you killed Mike. A little bit extra for you. I didn't think it would work, but it did.
I couldn't do it, man. I fucking tried, but
That's okay.
no.
That's okay. Dun 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 DX dun 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 dun. And Prey can suck it. Suck it. Come on, Mike, with me. Prey, suck it.
Got 2 words for you. Suck it.
How would you describe mellow yellow? To me, it's a smooth citrus, but would you say it's more orange or lemon?
I don't really remember like a orange thing because I've had Surge and that's more of an orange thing, and that was kind of gross, to be honest.
We say more lemon, but very smooth.
More of a lemon, lime kind of thing. It kind of reminds me of Mountain Dew, but like way smoother, and like nowhere near as like acidic, and it doesn't really have as much of a bite.
But I would not be able to chug Mountain Dew. This I can drink. It's just very smooth. It's kind of like
I could if I didn't go down the wrong fucking tube, but you know that just shows I haven't done a lot of that shit, so don't have experience.
But I also want to give a thank you to Jojo. Thank you for that. Virtual cheer to you too, man. But see, I don't know. I wouldn't even describe it as Mountain Dew. I would say like it's smooth, citrus, and
like a less carbonated squirt, similar, but not as tart. It's similar to that kind of thing too.
I don't know why I keep thinking orange. I don't know why. Maybe lemon is the case, but it's citrus. I don't know. How do you want to describe citrus?
It's citrus. It's citrus. There probably might be kind of an orange thing, but I
always enjoyed it. I always liked it more than Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, I can drink if I have to.
Well, I like it more than Mountain Dew now, but I didn't really get into it until I was living in Oklahoma City, and I tried it because you were a big fan of it. And then I was like, yeah, this is really good.
And I'll be honest,
and I was bummed when I went to Winco recently, my local grocery store, and they were out again. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I never cared for alcohol. Was never an alcohol guy.
I'm not either. I got drunk. I got drunk on a few beers with my dad, and I remember watching Fast and Furious in the truck.
Which one?
And Fast and Furious, the shitty fourth.
The fourth one.
Yeah, I was drunk.
That's the only way to
watch a Bud Light or something. And I remember just like being really drowsy and wanting to pee a lot after a bunch of beers. That's it. I was like, wow, that's not very fun. This film sucks. And now I'm just tired and I need to like pee what feels like every fucking hour or some shit. I do remember having a little bit at a bar with my dad. And I was just being silly, and I did the whole Drinkenstein bit from Rhinestone in a bar. Yeah, it was all. Budweiser, you created a monster in his name. It's Drinkenstein. Drinkenstein! Drinkenstein! But nowadays, I just get drunk on caffeine and get a sugar high, or a high from all these fucking drugs I'm taking. So yeah, that too.
Yeah, but again, I've never been an alcohol guy. Never will. Never cared to. Not for me. It's just not for me.
Also, my dad is an incredibly obnoxious fucking drunk, and I'd probably be similar to that. And I don't want to expose people to that kind of thing.
So
I love my dad, but man, like he got when he would get really drunk, like I've heard stories. He picked a fight with a bunch, like two like massive hulking Samoans.
Were they the head shrinkers?
Could have been. They kicked his ass.
Really?
Yes, they kicked his fucking ass.
They did the what's the Legion of Doom finishing move?
They did the Samoan spike on his ass. Just...
But
I love my dad, but yeah, no, you should not have picked a fight with Samoans, man.
Doomsday Device. That's the Legion of Doom. Thank you, Casey.
And what's funny is my dad, he has like long hair now. He kind of looks like Kevin Nash. And he's tall. He's a tall guy.
Do his quads hurt?
I don't know. I should ask him. So like, how are your quads, Dad? Are they good?
But so I mean, yeah, there's not much more to say about Prey. People love it. They love it. I think Mike did a video on it. I agree with everything he said. The trailer did nothing for me. If it did stuff for you guys, that's cool. Prey, there's a reason why it's only going to Hulu.
Yeah.
Hey, I get
it proves me wrong. It proves me wrong. And you know, I wanted to like it. I don't go into shit wanting to hate it. Really, I wanted to be surprised, like, oh wow. But no, it didn't surprise me in a good way. That's for sure.
So let's see. Oh, someone was asking, and I think we talked about this before, but or maybe not. I think on your stream briefly, but we'll talk about now the Child's Play 1, 2, and 3 are getting 4K Blu-rays.
Yeah, yeah.
And coming out in August, I believe.
I don't know what the features are yet, but I'll still pick them up because I'm just admit it. I'm a sucker for 4K. I really like the format. So
yeah, I would pick up at least 2 and 3 because I'm a fan, and as I see them get special editions.
I think someone's getting me Child's Play, so I'll just probably pick up the sequels as well.
Oh, cool! But it's supposed to be August.
Yeah. I'm not paying the extra money for the record or the 2 extra slip covers. I'm not doing that. I don't give a shit.
And let's see. We briefly talked about this on Mike's channel, but Beavis and Butthead, the new trailer, did look good.
Looked like
so there you go.
Definitely could be fun.
A new film that we think looks good.
Yeah.
People will think people would adore that.
I mean, I like the trailer for Black Phone as well. I want to check that out. I actually didn't mind Jurassic World Dominion's trailer. I think I liked it more than Matt did. So
I'm just cautious on anything.
I feel you. I feel you. I don't blame you.
Dominion, critics are hating it.
Well, a lot of critics hated Fallen Kingdom.
Has anyone?
And I watched that again, and I loved it. I don't give a I legitimately really had a great time with that movie. I think it's a really well-paced movie. Goes by at a really quick beat. It doesn't take long at all for things to start to get going. And I like the stuff in the mansion. It's like a gothic horror movie, but with dinosaurs. I like the fact that it takes things in a different direction. It's about goddamn time. This is the 5th film in the series. And I've seen comments from fans of the franchise. I wanted to go back to the park again and show other parts of the park we didn't see in the other movies.
They did World, didn't they?
I know, but they're like, I want to do that again. I want the same shit. Seriously.
But it's Jurassic World.
I know. They're like, I wanted it again.
I fucking hated Jurassic World. That was like the start of those legacy sequels. That was just a remake. Requels.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Top Gun Maverick was way better than fucking Jurassic World. Way
Oh,
better.
yeah.
I'll say that. Fuck
Hands
you.
down.
But on a real side note, this just came up. Why did Child's Play 3? That's a film that does a lot of crap. I always enjoyed it.
Yeah. I like
I
it
mean,
too.
it's cool it's getting a special edition. I know people dunk on it. It's better than the Chucky TV show with fucking Jacob. I don't fuck Jacob. I think it's fucking weird that you have a 14-year-old love story making out session. I think that's fucking creepy. It's fucking cuties, but no one talks about it. Maybe I'm alone, but a 13-year-old,
Now that you
14-year-old,
mention that, that is kind of
here's a
sketchy.
14-year-old gay kid. Okay, he's gay, doesn't matter, but he has the hots for this other kid and wants to sleep with him. While this cousin is ready to sleep with a girl, but I almost said Freddy, but Chucky stabbed him with a knife from the bed. Maybe I'm alone, but don't you think
I
it's a
wouldn't
bit
be surprised
weird?
if they do another Nightmare on Elm Street, they'll probably try to inject some woke politics into that. If it's going to be coming out like within the next couple years.
Because the thing then, those kids are 15 now, and that was like last year, so they were 14. Yeah, I think it's a bit fucking creepy. The 14-year-old love session thing. At
I
least
think
in
it's
the
kind of
80s.
awkward anyway in other movies that deal with like young kids to have them have a makeout session. Like if that happened,
Well,
I don't know
people
if
say
there
what
was a
about
girl.
like what about the
What?
Goonies when Sean Astin, the kiss?
Yeah, but that was like accidental. That wasn't intentional.
I think there's a bit more innocent
Well, yeah,
type of
also because
thing.
it's one of those things where he was like just kind of messing around and she didn't know it was him.
But this is
That
really
kind of thing.
going deep, deep,
Mm-hmm.
deep undercover, so to speak. But
I'm going deep, deep, deep undercover.
But yeah, Child's Play 3 I always liked, and I liked the Child's Play reboot. Someone asked about that. I always liked it.
I still need to see that one. But
I
yeah,
don't think
going back to Fallen Kingdom, I see a lot of people saying it sucks because it's unrealistic. Newsflash. This whole franchise is unrealistic. It's about genetically engineered dinosaurs. It's like the same bullshit that people, Indiana Jones 4 is so bad because it's not realistic. None of the other Indiana Jones movies are realistic either. I just find it funny that like people are okay with an invisible dinosaur in Jurassic World. That's fine. But other stuff in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, that's not acceptable to them. That's going too far. Weaponized dinosaurs. Finding aliens with the xenomorphs and people trying to make them weapons. I think it's just one of those things where it's just like, hey, humans will just do dumb shit sometimes and try to turn things that they shouldn't into weapons for their own personal gain. Yeah, Justin Whalen was great.
He's better than the actual Andy Barclay when he's older. Because I'm sorry, he was a good kid actor, but that guy is terrible nowadays because he's out of practice.
Yep.
He's out of practice. But yeah, Jurassic Park Dominion. I asked this, but I forgot to check the chat to see if has anybody in the chat seen Jurassic Park Dominion. Doesn't have to be spoilers, but just a yay or nay if anyone has seen it and what they feel of it. Or maybe they just don't give a shit. But if you've seen it, let me know in the comment. And
another thing with Fallen Kingdom, like I see some people say things that don't make any sense. I don't like it when people criticize movies for stuff that's not even there. Oh, these characters are stupid because they go to an island that has an erupting volcano. Why would they do that? Because they're trying to save the dinosaurs. It's in the movie. It's in the plot. Why else would they even go back to the island? Why do they go inside a cage with a T-Rex? Why would anyone do that? Because they have to get blood from the T-Rex to save Blue? Because it's for a blood transfusion? Did you even watch the fucking movie? I swear to God. That shit's so annoying. Where it's like people, you just think they didn't even watch the film. And I think some of the stuff too is people nowadays, they want to fit in so much. They don't want to be like the center of attention in any sort of negative way. So if a film is like hated on by like every online critic, they don't want to like say, hey, I like it, because they don't want to be singled out. I swear to God, I think that's definitely something that goes through people's minds.
Well, I mean, critics love fucking Ghostbusters 2016, but we hated it, and we didn't give a shit what the critics thought.
Well, actually, a lot of the critics didn't even love the movie. They just gave it brownie points because it had women in it. Like, you read some of those reviews, it's like, this film isn't really that great, but give it a thumbs up just for what it represents.
Yes,
Yes,
that
he
is
did.
Deliver Us from Evil. I
Yes,
enjoyed that
Deliver Us from
film.
Evil.
Deliver Us from Evil. It's over there actually. I enjoyed that. That's actually I think one of the better exorcism films because it was a top point of view. I
Yes.
thought Eric Bana did a good job. And
Scott Derrickson just nailed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
And that was one that surprised us both. Like, that one kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. I didn't expect it, but yeah, I mean, what's the guy from the comedian has a fight scene. What's his
Joel McHale. Yeah.
Yeah. I Delivers from Evil, and I was tired of exorcism movies because they made one like every week. And this was better than you would think. And like I said, it felt like a bit of an action movie. It was, not as good as the first Power, but it had that feel. It's like a spiritual feel, like the first Power, Lou Diamond Phillips, that type of stuff.
Another underrated horror film from around that time is the found footage film As Above, So Below. Another one that surprised us.
Yeah. We saw it together.
Yeah. And I'm not a big fan of found footage movies, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It reminds me, I need to get that on Blu-ray. I thought I did, but I only have that on DVD.
Yeah, As Above, So Below was cool because I liked the setting. I liked it was sort of a adventure.
Yeah, it's like Warcraft meets, a horror movie. It's that kind of thing.
I liked it more than the new Tomb Raider movie.
And speaking of like video game movies,
where's a fucking Hello Kitty outfit?
I felt that the finale in the mansion in Fallen Kingdom, that was like, from what I've seen from Let's Plays of Resident Evil, that seemed like a better Resident Evil kind of movie than the actual Resident Evil movies. With the stuff in the mansion, with the threat that's hanging around in the shadows, and people have to try to stay one step ahead of it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that not all the time, but a lot of times it is those films that come out of nowhere that become surprise gems that, in a way, we have to look forward to and hope comes out sooner than later. Like even John Wick, no one thought anything of the film, and that came out of nowhere in 2014.
And I thought Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was going to be absolute shit, because I did not like Jurassic World.
Well, something you think is absolute shit.
I know they do, but I was surprised by that. So who knows? The thing about Dominion I heard is that a lot of it's dealing with insects. That's what I've been hearing. That a lot of it deals with like prehistoric bugs or something.
It's bug hunt.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
The bug hunt. It's another bug hunt. Real quick, Resident Evil 4, I love the original. The remake of the game, we'll see what happens. I'll wait for someone's playthrough.
What do you think about the new Resident Evil show, Matt?
Okay, let me answer this first.
Yeah, no worries.
People were disappointed in the Resident Evil 3 game remake. For those out there who play, you let me know if it was good or bad. I've heard disappointments of it. I hope they don't mess it up, because 4 is a classic. I mean, fuck, it's over there. I have it on PS4
sometime.
Yeah, I love it. So, and the TV show, it looks like dog shit. I mean, what makes it Resident Evil other than the symbol?
The fact that they're playing characters with the same names, according to some people.
Other than Wesker, who else? Blacker. Black Wester, so it might as be called Blacker. What's his name? Is Blacker. Because of that Wester, it's Blacker. Son of Black and Decker. The power tool. Yeah, the character probably is a tool.
The the power drill.
Fucking Blacker. What, did Wester die in that Resident Evil, was it 5 in the volcano? He came out and his skin is black? Well, I hope that's true. Someone said... Because that's what happens when you go in lava. You don't die. You just turn black. It's like Lethal Weapon 2.
You just turn black like C. Thomas Howell in Soul Man.
They should have that song playing with Resident Evil. He's a soul man. C. Thomas Howell is Wester. There you go. In blackface.
Yeah. That would never happen. I'm still surprised that movie Soul Man even happened, even in the 80s.
So it says it's one hell of a tan. But I mean, the trailer just, without the symbol, you could call it any title. You could call it The Walking Dead, whatever subtitle you could give
Outbreak.
The Walking Dead Outbreak, the Walking Dead
Contagion.
Ground Zero. The Walking Dead Ground Zero. If you call it that and don't have the symbol, you would think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking bullshit.
I mean, they just aren't adapting the source material. Now you feel my pain, Matt, when it comes to these Predator movies. I'm like, it's right fucking there. Just use the video games or the continuity that's already exists, that already is available to you.
Or probably Halo, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard about that too, and I am a big fan of Halo. And I was like, finally! And then I'm like, it shows his ass, and fucking Cortana saves his ass or some shit. I'm like,
I've never played Halo, so from what you've heard of Halo, what did they change? Obviously, you haven't seen it, to be fair. But I don't know shit about Halo, so
I just heard they've created a bunch of characters that weren't in any of the games. Yeah, and Master Chief was cucked. That's
how is he cut?
What I heard.
How is he cut?
I don't necessarily remember, like, for sure, because I haven't seen the show yet. I just remember reading some stuff. I just remember seeing something about how Cortana, like, saves his ass or some shit, but in a way that's very different to what has happened in the video games, where it just seems like
Cortana from the game.
Yes, Cortana is from the game.
How is she in the game?
She's like she's an AI kind of thing that guides Master Chief and is like a companion.
Is she a physical being or a computer?
No, she's like it's like a computer generated sort of thing.
So so she physically helps in the show?
Yes, something I remember hearing something that she like takes over at some point and like the climax or whatever.
She takes over that guy in Wonder Woman 84. He's already been used enough. Might as well have another female,
I think you'd have, honestly, Matt, I think you'd have some fun playing Halo.
Yeah, I think I got 360, but I don't know if that works with older Halo.
It does. I think it definitely does work with older Halo games.
Maybe one day then.
Because in a lot of ways, it's kind of like Aliens. You have a guy who's like a sergeant who might as well be a pwn. Like, if you ever play that game, you just be like, that's just a pwn. They fly around there's like these drop ships that might as well be the drop ships from Aliens.
Yeah.
The gun that they have, the assault rifle, very similar to the assault rifle design in Aliens as well.
So pretty much in the show, they just said no.
Yeah,
I guess
we're not going to use
story, or is it the story, the characters, or both?
It's a fan fiction thing again. where they're not using established material. They even said, "Oh, this isn't an adaptation of the game or whatever. It's its own thing, like in a different universe or some shit, some alternate universe timeline bullshit."
So there you go. You got a crappy looking Resident Evil show. You got a Halo TV show that seems like every person you're saying is a disgrace. And I wouldn't know what the hell I was watching. That's
I
why
know Michael King liked it, which,
but he
that's
never
cool.
played the show. I mean, he never played the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the thing. Like, I don't know if people haven't played the game, is it like they're the ones who liked it? But if you play the game, you don't.
I don't know. All I know is I'm dreading watching it. I probably will eventually watch it, and I'm just going to be like, what? Stop with this trend of not having the lead be the lead in their own fucking series.
Just how it is.
That's what I'm hearing that Obi-Wan is too. It's going to be now, what's her name? Riva. I almost called her Naru, the same character from Prey. All the names kind of blend together at this point.
Well, I mean,
it's going to be Riva's story.
I said I saw the first episode, and no, Obi-Wan doesn't do much.
Yeah, he's not going to be the focus. It's going to be Riva's story. And they do this shit where they pull a bait and switch, and they're like, we all know that you fans, you Star Wars fans, you're not going to watch this show if it's called Riva. You're like, who the fuck is Riva? And you're not going to give a shit. So we're going to call it Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan's going to be in it.
I can already guess who she is after the first episode. I haven't seen the others, but my guess is after the first 4 minutes, they show kids being evacuated.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, they start shaking the camera. I don't know why. And there's one black girl.
It is her. That is her.
Well, there you go. I mean, I recorded the review, so if you're wondering, well, I guessed it. Well, there you go. I guessed right. Wow. Wow. I didn't even look anything up afterwards. So there you go. Mm-hmm. Wow, that was fucking predictable. Jesus Christ. That was predictable. And I'm not a genius. I predicted the shit, really? That's right?
Yeah.
That's Riva? Fuck.
I think it is. Yep.
Fuck, I guess that in the first fucking episode, man. Fucking hell. What was the last episode? Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one.
Yeah, I like the second one too. I like Mortal Kombat, the original.
I know you like the remake. I didn't.
I don't like it like a ton. I just thought it was okay. Like I think if I watched it again, I might even backtrack on that. That's why I haven't even reviewed the movie, because I feel like I need to watch it again. Without the fatalities fresh in my mind. Because if you take a lot of that out, because I haven't played a lot of the newer games, so if you take a lot of that out, then what you have is like fucking Cole, who sucks dick with his stupid fucking power. Like, I just absorb energy. What are you, the absorbing man?
Hashtag Cole is whack ass.
Yeah.
Whack ass son of a bitch.
And you got Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and the stuff with them, like the fight between those two is actually not bad.
I could watch Scorpions. I could watch the animated Scorpions, which you haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I still need to see that.
That's much better.
And I like Super Mario Brothers. I've always liked the 1993 film. It's bizarre. It's insane. It's unique.
Because how else you don't do that
movie? Perfect.
How at that time?
Mm-hmm.
How else you don't do a movie where a guy jumps on turtles and eats mushrooms and grows big? And it's not a Cheech and Chong movie.
No, it's gonna star. It stars Warwick Davis and a bunch of little people, and they're dressed like Mario and Luigi, and they're in like a fever dream world.
What, Willow eats the mushroom, becomes Val Kilmer? He's bigger. There you go. Yeah,
No,
okay,
I
yeah.
feel
I'm
you.
sorry. I guess that should have been. It should have been Warwick Davis in '93, and when he jumps on turtles, and when he eats the mushroom, he becomes Val Kilmer. And the other guy, I don't know who. He's the guy from Ghoulies 2. I forget his name. And when he eats, he becomes John Leguizamo. When he eats the mushroom.
I mean, yeah, I don't get why people hate on that so much, especially Mario fans. This is like, what kind of fucking movie were you expecting? Like, I
I thought
get
it was
wanting a
fun.
Don Bluth animated movie. I get that. But I don't get like, oh, they should have done something else in live action. It should have been more like the game. I'm like, no, that would have been awful.
How can you
It would
do
have
it
been
like the game?
ridiculous.
You can't do it like the game in live action.
No.
There's a story. You save the princess, you eat a leaf and grow a tail. You fight turtles and not the Ninja Turtles, and you fight a Team Koopa.
You eat a flower and then you like all of a sudden your
Fireballs
uniform
out your
changes and you're shooting fireballs out of your ass. No, that wouldn't work. And
I
you
thought
fight
that
a
was a
giant
fun one.
turtle? Yeah, no. Plus, it had callbacks. It had references to the games, which I thought were kind of clever and fun. And Luigi was cool. He wasn't like the lame brother of Mario like he was in the games or in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to Luigi in the games.
No.
I mean, okay, that's the thing.
And the plot is Mario rescues the princess. What does Mario do in the Super
that's
Mario Brothers?
every game. That's
I know.
every game. There is no story.
No.
Every game it's rescuing the princess. Only people enjoy it because of the different levels.
Oh, but what about the cartoon or the comic? It's like that's like going way, way.
I mean, I can
deep into
understand
things.
I mean, I can.
At least it's not like fucking Street
animated.
Fighter, where there's no fighting in the fucking street in the Street Fighter movie, and it's not a tournament either.
First off, I love the Avatar, Rambo 3.
That's awesome.
And yeah, there are other fans of Super Mario Brothers, so that's cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was.
And I grew up playing the Super Mario Brothers games on the Nintendo like crazy. It was one of my favorite games growing up, and I loved the movie.
Yeah, I played Super Mario World tons of times on Super Nintendo back when it came out. And I played Super Mario Bros. 3 a lot on Nintendo when I was a kid in 1990, 1989. Yeah. I was like 6, 7 years old playing that.
And Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo have both been in much worse movies.
John Leguizamo was in Executive Decision, and that's worse. He was
in The Pest.
Yes,
he was the Pest in The Pest.
That's way worse.
And Bob Hoskins was in Son of the Mask.
Yes, that's way worse. Way, way worse. But let me go back a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, the first sign was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, done decent.
Didn't need the fart joke. That wasn't needed.
I agree.
Or a few other little things. I will say this, Matt. I think I've mentioned it to you. Probably have already heard it. If you do see the sequel, they do another fart joke, and this time it's like even longer.
I'll see it sometime. Yeah, this this decent. It's pretty decent for what you.
It's not like they're Double Dragon.
No.
Which I still crack up at that story that apparently Scott Wolf was being so annoying on the set of that movie that like whenever he was like doing fights, he would like make sound effects on the set of Double Dragon. So he'd be like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Like, what a twat. Just imagine Mark Dacascos just being like, stop doing that or I'm going to kick your ass. For real.
For live action, says the top of that was video game movies. I like Super Mario Bros. The movie. Mike does as well, right?
Yeah, of course.
Again, just
Definitely. I've been like defending it the entire
I know,
time.
but for those who just came in,
Yeah.
uh, I like the Doom with Rock
I
and
still need to see
Paul
that
Urban.
again. I really do. I guess I was just disappointed because I read the
I can understand.
novelization by John Shirley, and the novel had a lot more going for it in terms of the story, and there was all like way more gore.
It
I
is,
was really
yeah.
surprised.
It's not the definitive Doom movie by far, but as an R-rated creature feature action film,
I think
it's
it's
too
some of the
slow.
last work that Stan Winston worked on too before he
Yeah,
died.
it's too slow at the beginning, but I think Carl Urban and The Rock made it work. I thought there's some good creature effects by Stan Winston's company, and I thought the third act helped the film quite a bit. I like the first Lara Croft Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, that one's really underrated. Like I thought that
Yeah,
was pretty solid the last time that I saw it. The sequel though, garbage.
yeah.
So
The
boring.
sequel, I fell asleep in the theater
I don't
when I
blame
saw the
you.
sequel,
I don't fucking blame you, man.
and I saw it in the. I saw it in the. What do I call it? I saw the sequel in the theater because I liked the first one so much.
Yeah,
But
I
that,
think I saw the first one in the theater or the drive-in or one of those things. I know I saw it in the theater because I have memories of seeing that scene when she's running up the globe or whatever
mm-hmm.
on the big screen.
But the first one I did like. I like Mortal
Which one is
Kombat.
worse? Cradle of Life or the other Tomb Raider movie with Alicia Vikander? I know it's kind of tough.
I remember with the new one because at least I like Angelina Jolie. It's just it deserved a
Mm-hmm.
better. I like her more as Laura Croft than the new lady. It's
Me too.
just it deserved a better story. Better, I mean, and Yonda Bond
Mm-hmm.
was just not doing the best when it comes to
It's
that.
just so shocking the decline and the fall of Jan when you really think about it.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm like, really, like really, this we're doing really. But yeah, to me, yeah.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, the 1995 film,
I like that.
classic in my opinion. I
Mm-hmm.
don't buy it's so bad it's good. No, it's good. It's just a good, fun martial arts movie.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been nice to be R rated, yes. Would have made it even better, but it's still a solid, fun film. I like Robin's show. I love Johnny Cage in that. Lyndon Ashby. Those are $500 sunglasses, asshole.
Yeah, and that's what made the sequel disappointing because I can see why Lyndon
Mm-hmm.
Ashby didn't come back. Then you kill him off, and yeah, technically in the one of the games the character's killed off, but that's
Yeah.
why you change it. Your
And
script
what was
writer.
really cool about Lyndon Ashby too, not just it wasn't just him spouting catchphrases, but a lot of ways his character was kind of like an extension of the audience. So there'd be a
Yeah,
lot of lines from him where he'd be like, "What the hell is this?" You know, that kind of stuff. It just made him
yeah.
even more fun to watch. It made the movie even more entertaining.
And other than it not being rated R, it was pretty faithful to the game.
Had some
It was
good
about.
martial arts too. Got some good fight choreography.
Mm-hmm. And
And
that's
I'm
when.
sorry, I like Kano in that film a lot more than the comic relief Kano in the new Mortal Kombat.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that. Absolutely.
Who was the actor who played him again? Because I know he was in Men of War. He did a good job in that
Trevor.
too. Goddard?
I want to say Trevor Goddard. I want to get it right though. I want to say it was Trevor
Yeah,
Goddard because yeah, he was in Men of War. Sally passed away way too soon.
yeah, he did.
Yep, Trevor Goddard.
And that's a film where there's not a ton of character development for all the characters, but there's like enough.
But they have personality.
Yeah, they have personality.
Personality to carry through. That's the thing. If you don't have deep character development, then you need personality or presence or both. Some people have the presence. Van Damme had a presence. That's why he was a star. Or you have personality, like Lyndon Ashby had a personality.
Schwarzenegger just had a larger than life charisma to him.
Yeah, he had charm when he did his one-liners. Yeah. Stallone's a good actor.
Yes.
And don't matter what people want to say.
I mean, hell, even Seagal early on, he did have it. He had presence.
Yeah, when he's like, you think you're above the law, well, you ain't above mine.
Yeah.
It worked in Above the Law. Like, and
I'm gonna take you to the bank. The
Senator.
blood bank.
Blood bank. Yeah, this is for my wife. Fuck you and die. That was Hard to Kill.
Nowadays, that's just your response to like every Steven Seagal movie. Fuck you and die.
Wait. The guy was being nice, but what? Well, that guy's full of shit. True Lies is James Cameron's worst film. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Worse than Avatar and Titanic.
I don't get that
at all. The fair part of me, it's his opinion. We all have different opinions. But there's that part of me that's like, give me a fucking break. I'll watch True Lies over Avatar any day and twice on TV.
Me too.
So there's the diplomat part of me, and then there's that fuck that shit part of me. I can't help it. Just how I am. I'm a man of two worlds. What can I say? But True Lies.
So yeah, Mortal Kombat. What are some of the other ones? Because I know Street Fighter's not one of them.
No.
Even though you like Van Damme.
I like Van Damme. I could probably watch it now because there's been so many worse.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I liked it, but I could probably have fun and not get mad.
Yeah.
But it's
just still bad. I mean, they don't fight in the street. You have the whole stuff where I'm going to get in my boot.
But I think like I would probably laugh at it now.
Yeah.
It's just mad. But yeah, I get, yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog I liked. There's anime. What Scorpion's Revenge was good.
What about like the first Resident Evil movie?
I can watch it because there's been so many worse ones. But it's like, okay, this is Resident Evil, but compared to a lot of stuff, I could tolerate it for what it is.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about like Street Fighter, I mean, compared to Legend of Cum Lee, like even the '94 film is amazing. At least they got Raul Julia. Yeah,
I mean, maybe at best, like in case some people ask, like, what's coming up next? Like tomorrow, I'm gonna upload like Masters Universe with Dolph Lundgren.
That'll be a fun review.
Because it's not a rant. Because while I have a lot of problems with it, I just call it a time waster. Because number one, it's better than Kevin Smith's He-Man. Because He-Man's actually a badass, and I can like back in the day, Street Fighter and Masters of the Universe were two films where I wish they were more like the source material, but I did get some enjoyment out of them nowadays compared to some. I've just seen so many worse films as you have. I mean, if we both did 100 worst films with all the films we've seen,
those would definitely not be on there.
Exactly.
I mean, I like Masters of the Universe. I've always liked it as a fun B movie, so I wouldn't even be on a list of my worst films.
I can watch it for what it is. I still don't like Gwildor. I wish it wasn't on Earth. Canon Films cheaped out. Canon Films cheaped out, but
they don't do a lot with Man at Arms,
right? But Dolph Lundgren is pretty cool. Yeah, even though it was early stages of acting, he was a cool He-Man, like a Frank.
And they could have done better with some of the other villains, like
a Frazetta painting. Dolph,
like that fucking lizard guy.
Yeah,
the guy
he
with
should have been more. Saurod.
Yeah, should have had more Sauron. Well, he was the star in this movie, Star Hunter or some shit. It was some kind of like direct-to-video movie from like Roger Corman, and it's the exact same fucking design.
Okay. Well,
And it was like in the 90s. I think it
probably
was called
something.
Star. I
There's
remember
probably
seeing
something.
the trailer for that. I was like, "What? That's Sauron."
Sorad.
Sauron
I
is
think so.
someone else.
Lord of the Rings, I think.
Lord of the Rings.
Sorad.
That's Sauron.
Hey, Frank Langella is good in the movie. Yeah,
Yes, I
Frank
love him in
Langella.
that. Skeletor is a whiny bitch in the cartoon. Meh, 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 meh. And Skeletor was terrifying at times. Frank Langella really brought it.
But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like that
Good score. I really like
Van,
Okandi's score
like
for
Van Damme
Masters.
Street. Like there are films like Van Damme Street Fighter, even like Lethal Weapon 4, Masters Universe. That was just disappointing what they could have been. But I've warmed up to like, okay, I could deal with them because I've seen so many worse movies in the past 5 years alone.
Like, I mean, even Double Dragon, as lame as that is, like I do have a
It's pretty
little.
lame.
It is. I have some fun with it for nostalgia purposes, but at the same time, I would still rather watch Double Dragon than the Tomb Raider movie with Alicia Vikander. Because
Yeah.
I can have a little bit of fun with it. As bad as that movie is, it still sucks. I'm not going to defend that movie like I used to. Not happening.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm trying
Double
to.
Dragon is Showdown in Little Tokyo. Now
Yeah,
that I
Solo
will.
Tokyo is much better. I'm trying to think what other video game movies there were. I can't remember them.
Did you ever see DOA?
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty forgettable. I mean, the game
I know you
itself,
like Tekken.
because I never played the game, so I didn't know anything about it. So I'm like, okay, I like the fights in Tekken. I liked the fights, but I don't know jack anything about Tekken. So if people don't like it and they like that game, I guess I can understand. It's just I never played it.
I know you definitely didn't like the Final Fantasy movie, the film that completely bankrupted an entire studio.
Yeah, I mean, Hitman movie? No, no.
Will you
Go watch the
welcome Timothy
go.
Olyphant?
Just go watch the. Just go watch John Woo's The Killer. You want to see Hitman? Go watch
Or
John
watch
Woo's
Chuck
The Killer.
Norris in The Hitman.
Yeah, the Chuck Norris Hitman movie said was better than that Hitman. I don't buy Timothy Olyphantastic as Hitman. I
What
think
about
it's
the
the
other
wrong choice.
Hitman movie,
I didn't see that one.
Prince
I
of
did not see
Persia?
that. Is that the one where Jay Gyllenhaal is like Persian?
Yes.
I did nothing for me.
Disney movie, I think. It was like a Touchstone film.
It did nothing for me. Someone's asking like top 3 favorite canon films. That's hard.
That is
There's a lot of good
rough.
ones.
I know I
I'm just
really like Revenge of the Ninja. That's
yeah.
like one of my favorite ninja movies.
I'll say fuck, I don't know. I mean,
I know you like Firewalker a lot.
yeah, Cyborg is up there for me. Over the Top is up there for me.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't really call Cobra because their
No,
names
it's
are
not
only
really
on
an
there. Guess
official
what, Warner
canon movie.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Their names got on there because they asked Warner Brothers for money to do Over the Top, and they said, "Fine, we'll give you it, but we need Stallone to do a movie for us, and fine, we'll give you credit." So like Over the Top would be up there for me. Death Wish 3 is up there. Invasion USA is up there. It's hard. Like I know Cyborg, Over the Top, Death Wish 3, Invasion USA, Firewalker, they'd all be up there. It's hard to
King
pick.
Solomon's Mines, just for nostalgia for me. Like I
like
remember,
that movie. And Revenge of the Ninja you mentioned, I like that as well.
although King Solomon's Mines is not just for nostalgia, because I find that movie to be entertaining. Yeah, it's an Indiana Jones ripoff, but it's enjoyable to watch. I really like Richard Chamberlain in that.
That's cool, MJ1. Firewalker is my personal favorite Chuck Norris film. I grew up with it, but I think the bar fight alone
That's
is
one that I warmed up to. Like initially, I was like, eh, but the more I saw it, like I've warmed up to that one. I've had a decent amount of fun with it. It's kind of similar to Leviathan. Like Leviathan is a film that fell asleep, didn't really like it the first time, and tried to watch it again, watched it all the way through, and I'm like, eh. And then the more I watched it, the more I started to appreciate it, and now I really enjoy it. I even have the poster on my wall. So
very cool.
yeah. And I'm looking forward to that 4K by Kino Lorber, and I'm glad that they are also going to release a Blu-ray because they do that all the time. They have a 4K option and they have a Blu-ray. They normally do that.
Sadly, they didn't say when the release is. I don't know when it'll be coming out, but
and I doubt there's going to be a lot of new features. But knowing Kino Lorber, they're going to try.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool. I mean, Amanda Pays did an interview for that. Thank you for that, by the way.
Did you check it out? How did it look?
Looked good. Best the films looked, and that was just the DVD. But they do a good job. What's the company?
Synapse.
Yeah.
It looked good. A hell of a long time.
Yeah, because there's like 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
But their work counts, and lengthy making of. Amanda Pays is interviewed. So
Synapse, I think, is definitely one of the better labels out there in terms of quality control, in terms of like making sure that everything is right. But it takes them a long time. They're not as big of a company as some of these other labels, and that's what leads to really long delays. They're still working on the Deadly Spawn. When they finally get it done, it's going to be the best release, hands down. And it's going to be worth it. Just like the Kindred was worth it for me. Decades in the making. Waited decades, because I remember looking at forums when the DVD was announced. And then it didn't come out because of rights issues.
But yeah, for those wondering, this is the 4K we were mentioned before Leviathan. A lot of people don't know what this film is, but
a lot of people didn't even get it on Blu-ray because it went out of print from Shop Factory, and then it was being sold for scalper prices online. So a lot of people were like, "I'm not going to pay that much." Leviathan.
Well, I don't know.
Like Reddit's character likes to call it Leviathan. I'm like, Leviathan. It's not a marathon.
Yeah, I look forward to the 4K. This would be cool to see what it looks like.
It's crazy, though, that we're getting a 4K of Leviathan before a 4K of The Abyss.
Blame James Cameron. But to me, I'm fine with it. Just, I love Leviathan, but James Cameron, that's James Cameron's fault.
In the meantime, I guess, I could just be okay with the Abyss Blu-ray.
That's Jimmy Tammy's fault. He's too busy doing Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can deal with this for the time being. Which is a really amazing, great fan-made release of The Abyss. Even has a soundtrack, which is cool.
By the way, did you see The Abyss first on VHS or DVD?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it was DVD. Because my parents had the film on DVD, the 2-disc.
Well, I mean, it's not an official release.
No, it's not. Like I said, it's fan made.
Someone's like, "Where'd you get it?" I don't know how to describe it without getting in trouble.
I got it from a source that either no longer is operating or just isn't available currently.
Exactly. But yeah, The Abyss is a good movie. I mean, that's when James Cameron was worth a spit. But not anymore with Avatar 2 now that I don't care about, and I'm sure people will see it and it'll make money, and people say it's the best movie ever.
I'll give it a
I'm
shot.
calling it.
I'm not gonna say it's the best movie ever, probably even if I do like it, but I'll see it for the visual spectacle. That's really what I will see it for first and foremost. I'm
Mhm.
hoping that the story is improved upon, so are the characters, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But we'll see.
Yeah, that's a good highly doubt because I mean, I just there's no reason for me to trust the stuff. Just no reason for me to trust it. But how many of these hats do I have? One. There's
I
the
mean,
last one.
I don't have much trust left for a lot of these franchises after Afterlife. I just don't. I gave it a chance. I was suckered in by all the emotional manipulation, and then I let it sink in, and then I was like, "Wait, this isn't even that good." And that was kind of shady, kind of a shitty thing to do with all this emotional manipulation with the corpse of Harold Ramis.
So I'm trying
This
to
is kind
think.
of random,
Let's go to
but
okay.
I watched Stealth recently. I know you might have mentioned that when you're talking about Top Gun Maverick. Like, what if Stealth? Top
They
Gun
have the
Maverick
comment section.
was Stealth but better. I'm like, oh, that might have been interesting. I was not a fan of Stealth. Thought that sucked. I like the idea. I think I do like the fact that by the end of the movie, spoilers, the AI doesn't stay rogue and actually changes and switches gears. That isn't something you see very often.
Hmm.
And I like the idea of these souped up stealth jets, and I don't mind the cast. Josh Lucas, Jessica Biel, Jamie Foxx. I hate that Jamie Foxx, who other than Josh Lucas, is the other character that I like the most, because Jessica Biel is just kind of there for me. I hate that he gets taken out. And what I really hate though about the movie is the fucking direction or the editing. I hate it so fucking much. It's way too goddamn chaotic. Too much shit is going on at once. It's an example of direction and editing that has too much movement. Like you can move the camera around, you could use different angles, but I think Stealth is a prime example of when you just do too much and then it just becomes hard to follow and annoying. Let me show the inside of the wiring of the Stealth as it's firing a missile. I don't need. Why did you cut to that? There's just all this kind of stuff.
I haven't
I
seen the
just
film in a while. I just remember it being dumb fun, but I also like the
Yeah,
editing in Hulk 2003, and I know you're not a
yeah.
fan.
I'm not a fan of the editing in that either. So
I like creative editing. It's like Scott Speedo does in his movies.
I like it too. Scott Spiegel editing is good. I just thought that a lot of this was just flashy with no point to it other than look at this angle and then we'll go to this angle. It was just really distracting to me. Like, for instance, the direction in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I think the director did an amazing job, and there's a lot of really nice looking shots, and there's moments where he turns the camera around and looks at the raptor from a different angle or uses a lot of different perspectives.
But
It
again,
really made me go ahead.
yeah, I haven't seen that film in like 20 years, so I barely remember the film. I just remember when I saw it, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't remember much about it though. Maybe because I like the concept. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a kind of fun B movie.
Yeah.
No, I still hate Pacific Rim. That's the big old Pacific Rim job. I still think Pacific Rim sucks.
Which
As
is
did the
worse,
sequel.
Pacific Rim or the sequel?
Both. I mean, I they both have their issues to me.
Would you just prefer Robot Jocks over either of them?
No, technically, Robot Jaws kind of sucks too. It has a stupid ending where like this guy should fucking die, and then that guy should have fucking died. He's like, yeah, I'm a good guy now, even though I murdered some people. Even that sucks. I'll go watch that's a giant robot movie.
You don't like the guy who's like, I'm gonna get in this thing, and I'm gonna kick your ass.
Low budget. Scott Glenn.
Yeah.
Or Dennis Quaid, low budget. But
Dennis Quaid, yeah, that's a good one.
But I'd rather watch Inframan, fuck's sake, or something. But that's a film no one talks about, Pacific Rim. That's like the first I've heard of Pacific Rim.
Nobody talks about Robot Jocks either.
But
that's probably one of the most obscure films in Stuart Gordon's filmography, if you think about it. Other than stuff like King of the Ants.
Yeah, I would say like King of the Ants people know less about than that.
King of the Ants is a better movie than Robot Jocks.
Is it?
I thought it was interesting at least. Like it took some chances. It was,
to be honest, I don't remember King of the Ants.
It's still more like a Stuart Gordon movie to me than Robot Jocks.
I don't remember King of the Ants. God, they're still talking about this Amber Heard thing. It's never over.
You're seeing like it more.
It's on the YouTube feed. Like by the chat, it's on the YouTube feed. Like she's still bitching to Johnny, and now people are defending Amber Heard.
It's never over. Nothing is over.
Now the defendant Amber Heard saying, "Oh, Johnny Depp winning is such a bad take."
Oh
for
yeah,
you.
I know. I knew it was coming.
And people who cheered Johnny Depp, they're just sexist, or they hate.
Fuck off.
She's bi, so they hate gay people.
Oh my god.
So if you hate Amber Heard, you hate bi people or gay people. So that's what the media tell you. How you think about that, chat?
Fuck the media. I want to be like Harrigan in Predator 2 and just be like, fuck yourself. Punch the fucking camera. I don't watch the news for that very reason.
And Ezra Miller apparently still a even bigger creep. Did you hear about that?
What did he did something again?
Apparently
what is he doing now?
He's accused of grooming a younger lady.
Ooh. Well, he can join the same club as the director of It, Cary Fukunaga.
The new one.
The new one, yeah.
What is wrong with that guy? I mean, I don't know if it's true. There are people that make stuff up, sadly.
He's got some screws loose.
But it does seem like he's got some screws loose. Yeah. It does seem like, I don't know if that new thing is true, because I don't know, because there are crazy people out there that make shit up, but it does seem like he's got some, his head ain't screwed straight.
Nope.
Ain't screwed on straight. I don't know what the deal is with this fucking guy. I mean, you get the star as the Flash. I mean, you sucked at the job, but you get the star as the Flash, and you just fuck it up like that. Because he's an idiot anyway. So we'll probably go on for another 10 minutes, folks. It's about 2 hours. This is a good thing. But we're going for another like 10, 15 minutes at most. That way it doesn't overstep anything. So we'll see what happens. I've never heard of Battle Angel 93.
Yeah, it's the OVA that Battle Angel Alita was based on. I saw it. I liked it. I liked it a lot more than Battle Angel Alita. I didn't like the Alita Battle Angel or whatever the hell that was.
Alita Battle Angel, yeah, that wasn't for me.
We're getting a lot of shit for not liking that one when it came out.
Yeah, film
And
that
unlike
again.
Ghost in the Shell, I actually like the OVA. I like the anime.
Well, trying to think what I was going to say. Was there a
The OVA
question?
is violent, Matt. Like it has like real gore and shit in it. That's why I was that's another reason why I was disappointed with the movie. Like, why the hell is this PG-13? Took away a lot of the impact of the anime.
That movie, the live action seemed very unfocused. Maybe that's just me. It felt like a lot of like.
You have what's his name? Masharasha Ali.
Mahershala.
Ali. In that film, he's playing a shitty Blade. He's like I called him Butter Knife. He is. He's playing fucking a shitty knockoff version of Blade in that movie, and he's going to be Blade. And I'm supposed to be enthusiastic about the casting when I saw him already try to be Blade in that movie and fucking fail miserably.
There's no reason to look forward to that new Blade. I mean, let's be honest.
PG-13, like fucking Morbius.
Even if it's not, that doesn't automatically make it good. Even if it's not.
Blade Trinity was rated R,
and that wasn't good.
And Blade the series was TVMA on Spike, and it had blood with sticky fingers.
Well, you can look forward to the new cartoon for Netflix for Ghostbusters.
It depends on what they're going to do with it. Could be fun, but seeing that Netflix is the one that released Interceptor.
Yeah, that's that movie, man.
I'm just hoping we don't get like a repeat of Ghostbusters 2016 with the cartoon. That would be funny. That's what it's just a spin-off of Ghostbusters Answer the Call. It's just the animated series.
Oh my god. Please no.
I feel like you didn't like the live action movie, but maybe you'll like the animated series. Because it's not like a lot of the people involved with that fucking movie are really getting a lot of big film roles right now.
Oh my god.
Get more Patty and more of Melissa McCarthy and her wontons.
What's this?
Have a whole episode where the wontons get supernaturally possessed and then become like giant, like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh my god. Go ahead, man. I don't know. Is he Liam Neeson? I mean, I don't know. I mean, punch a wolf. Yeah, go punch a wolf in the face. Go ahead, Predator. Be my fucking
didn't
guest.
punch a wolf in the face. That never happened in The Gray. The movie would have been better if it was just Liam Neeson punching wolves.
Why they happen in the trailer, right?
Yeah,
they made it look like in the
actual movie.
Sorry, I kind of got bumfumbled because Seth Rogen's TMNT movie is the first of a new franchise. Great. Seth and Evan Goldberg were brilliant choices because no one can tell stories about being teens better than those guys. It's going to work for kids, parents, Gen Zers, and millennials. We have plans to multiple
those guys back in the day, like a decade or two ago, right? Not now.
That's gonna be garbage.
That would be like resurrecting John Hughes from the grave and then like handing his corpse his resurrected corpse like a pen and a paper and be like, write the next new teen comedy.
Or it's like Kevin Smith nowadays. Produce a He-Man show with no fucking He-Man or him being cut. Yeah. And Tila's like, I don't like that you didn't tell me you were He-Man. I died for you, and I'm looking at you from heaven, whatever. I don't care. You didn't tell me, so screw you and screw everybody. I'm like, bitch, He-Man died for your sorry fucking trash ass, you fucking gimp.
Mm-hmm.
Tila was a fucking gimp. She was a fucking bitch. It just everybody.
Kevin Smith is just like the guy in Weekend at Bernie's right now. Somebody in the background is just like moving him around and shit.
Yeah, if he was crying the whole time, if Bernie was crying the whole time. Like someone says he's got a new book. Yeah, the new book probably every page gonna be a teardrop. every page of his new book probably gonna have a teardrop with his signature on it. He cries.
Except like by a fan, he's not writing it. I think he just does a foreword. But you know,
when he did the foreword, he went through it, and you gotta have my tears on each page before this comes out. I gotta have my mark on it. Fuck. And someone's like, "Oh well, Nev Campbell's. They would want to underpay her, so she's not come back for Scream 6." Good.
And then I heard something that they delayed the shooting, and so maybe they might be in negotiations again.
Just say no. It's like drugs. Just say no.
Just say no to more sequels to horror franchises that should be dead and buried. Just say no.
How about just say no to most franchises? Resident Evil show, it's going to be garbage. Halo sounds like garbage from all you described.
You know, whatever happened to the remake of this movie? That never happened. I'm glad, but it never happened.
They don't do that?
Yeah, they're going to do a remake of it.
Maybe they will not.
Whatever happened to the Highlander remake?
Oh, they'll still try. Same with the Crow.
Well, the Crow remake, it still won't fucking die. I still keep seeing articles and shit about that. It's like, how many more signals do you need that you shouldn't make this?
Yeah, like we really need a Scream 6. Like we really need all this other crap.
Does Brandon Lee need to come back from the grave and just smack the shit out of people? Just be like, don't fucking make another Crow.
But Blue Thunder is a good film. Blue Thunder is underrated.
Yeah, definitely. I think I should use that for like haters on the internet and just be like, catch you later. Because I know you'll be here.
But I think with that said, what do you have coming up next for your channel?
I think I did already review all of the Iron Eagle movies. Yes, there's 4 of those films. I don't know why there's 4 either. But, you know, it is what it is. I find it pretty ironic that Iron Eagle is considered by a lot of people, even though it's technically not accurate, to be like a knockoff of Top Gun. And then as the franchise continues, it's just a knockoff of itself. It's kind of crazy. So I got those reviews done. I'm going to be tackling the Jurassic Park films next, though, because I watched those again recently. The first film is a classic. In my opinion, one of the best adventure movies ever made. Like, I love that movie. It's great. I don't hate or dislike The Lost World as vehemently as I did initially, but I still think it's just mediocre. I'm really with you when it comes to Jeff Goldblum's character. Like, what the hell happened? Except for like one line, ooh and ah, and then there's the screaming. Like, other than that, it seemed like he was castrated, or they just made him more mellow, and it just didn't have the same magic that his character had in the first film. It seemed kind of pointless. Why have Jeff Goldblum's character be the lead in a Jurassic Park movie if he's not gonna be the same snarky kind of character that just doesn't make any sense to me. Also, that film has a lot of pacing issues, and Spielberg's direction isn't that great either. And it's because his heart wasn't in it. He halfway through the shoot, he was like, I don't like this. I'm not feeling this. So he just went on and just kind of went on autopilot. Jurassic Park 3, I think, is underrated. It's got some really great practical effects that don't get anywhere near enough credit. I like Sam Neill in it. I like other members in the cast. I like the Spinosaurus. Oh, it killed the T-Rex. Like you said, it's not the T-Rex from the first movie.
No.
It's a T-Rex.
Yeah.
And you see the same people like criticizing these other Jurassic World movies. Stop having the T-Rex save people and always show up and save the day. The same people who hate on Jurassic Park 3 because there's a scene where the Spinosaurus kills a T-Rex. They gave you what you were bitching about, and now you're bitching about that? Okay. The Spinosaurus, I don't mind it. I don't mind the design. I like the fact that the film is lightning fast. I wish it would have been longer. I think it would have been better if it was a little longer and had a couple more action sequences. Jurassic World sucks. I really don't care for that movie. It's not a dumb, big, loud, fun popcorn movie because I'm like, where's the fun? The first like 40, 50 minutes is barely anything that fucking happens in terms of like an exciting scene or an action moment. I'm sorry, these two kids going through the park where one of them doesn't even want to fucking be there is not what I call a good idea or my idea of excitement or fun. The visible dinosaur that only turns invisible when it wants to might as well be, or actually no, it doesn't even do that. It only turns invisible like once and that doesn't do it later. Might as well be the invisible boy from Mystery Men. Oh wait, turn away, then it'll turn invisible as long as you're not looking at it. Yeah, that film sucks, and I like Fallen Kingdom. Still had a lot of fun with that one. So that'll be fun. Dominion, I don't know. If it's just prehistoric bugs, I'll be like, really?
Well, it's 2.5 hours long.
It's just bugs?
Yeah, I put something for that 2.5 hours of running time.
I know, but I'm like, I guess that's their response to now no longer having a lot of hybrids. We're just going to have prehistoric insects. But then I'm going to be like, where did they come from?
It's another bug hunt.
If I want a bug hunt, I'll just watch Aliens or Starship Troopers if they're going to try to do that. Or ticks.
So, at the end of the recap, you got the Iron Eagle films and you got the Jurassic Park films.
Mm-hmm. There's a few other stuff I'll probably do in between. You know, I do want to review Blue Thunder, Firebirds, and, you know, stuff like that. Maybe a review of season 5 of Tales from the Crypt.
As for me, to let people know, tomorrow night probably be Masters Universe, the 87 film, The Unborn 2, maybe a TJ Hooker pilot.
Unborn?
Huh?
Have you seen the first Unborn?
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
I like that. I would say I probably liked it more than you did. I thought it was okay. The sequel sucked, though. I didn't really care for the sequel.
I liked it more than the first one.
Interesting. There we go.
It's not a good movie, but The Unborn 2 I thought went at a faster pace, and there was a bit more of a dumb action film. You had the baby Terminator, Robin Curtis shooting babies in the face with type sunglasses.
Yeah. I kind of need to see that movie again. Maybe
try to be a bit of an action film. Plus, I like the ending more. The ending of the first one's like a sequel bait downer, and this one's like when the baby's dead.
Would you say the Unborn, the first one is still better? Oh, sorry about my light. It's doing its seizure thing.
See, that's what he did for liking the unborn. The light said no. But what were we saying?
But do you think
The
it's better
unborn.
than the other Unborn movie? And, the one where somebody gets possessed and then they, in order to get them to be unpossessed, they, I guess,
Yeah,
fly off a balcony or some shit.
I'll probably say yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't that
But
directed by what's his name, the writer? David Goyer? Didn't he direct that?
I think so. Yeah, I think that was him. So it should be sometime tomorrow night. The Unborn Tour to Masters Universe TJ Hooker pilot, and in the future, Life as a House, which is a drama.
Surprised they haven't remade TJ Hooker for TV. Maybe the name is too offensive.
Well, no, people don't like cops. Remember, they don't like cops. And Obi-Wan Episode 1, which was a request.
Everyone is Clarence Boddicker now.
Yeah. And I got a few more coming out. The Interceptor, the Chris Hemsworth wife's Under Siege 3 woke territory, like I said. That's what it is. And a few others. So with that said, thank you guys for joining us. It's about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Figure that's a good time. Don't want to overdo it and stuff. Thanks once again, Mike, for joining me on such late notice.
No problem.
Thank you guys in the chat here. Just to give a quick thank you, because the least I can do to some of these people out here. Nice guy, Retro Analog. Thank you. He's the one who requested the TJ Hooker. Thank you for that. Scotty, nice guy. Thank you for coming by. Predator, nice guy. Max Payne fan, thank you, man. Liam, thank you. Have a good night, Jedizilla. Vincenti Guerrero, and everyone in between. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. We will see you guys later. Until the next one, we'll see what happens next. And just be careful out there.
And thank you for your cooperation. And have a nice day.